Good morning and happy Funfold Friday, everyone. I am so thankful for every single one of you. You do not know. I wish I could just meet you all for real and not just virtually. Um, I just feel so blessed. We're doing Funfold today. I have got a split panel card for us today. This has been really popular lately, so I wanted to share my little take on it. And I've just been trying to get rid of all this paper because we have a new catalog coming out in January. I know it's only November, but as a demonstrator, I always have to keep ahead of the game so I'm prepared when the new stuff comes out so I can share it with you all. Anyways, let's see who's with us. Hello, Melanie. Y'all, it's my sister-in-law's fault. Melanie spells it just the same way, but that's okay. Good morning and hello, Michelle. All right. Like I said, we're doing a split panel card today. Lots of stuff going on. Above me is the host code. Remember, when you purchase $50 to $149, it's an odd number, I will send you myself a personal thank you gift at the end of the month. I will use this host code gives me Stampin' Rewards at the end of the month. And I use those Stampin' Rewards to give those of you who don't qualify for Stampin' Rewards. Stampin' Rewards pop up at $150. So you either have a party and get some people, or you just get some people together and get a large order, and then you get host rewards, or you put in an order yourself and get your host rewards. That is free product from Stampin' Up. But if you are under 150, you don't get Stampin' Rewards. So I want to give you some Stampin' Rewards, and that's how it works. So when you order from me, be sure to put this host code in so that I can get Stampin' Reward points to give you a gift. All right, that's it on the host code. Let's see, what else do we have going on? We have one, I think this is my last one. Oh my gosh, you guys. My birthday kind of extended through into November a little bit. Wednesday, my good friend took me out to lunch. She hadn't had a chance yet, so I got another birthday cake on Wednesday. And then Sherry Bland, she is on my team. She my first line down, Debbie Parker. This is her teammate, but she's still my teammate too. She's just my second level. I love. This is called direct sales, and that's how the program works, and it's awesome. But anyways, look, she's playing with the Shabby Chic. I love Shabby Chic. Oh, thank you so much, Sherry. That's beautiful. And now let's talk about today's card. All right, so first, let's see, make sure I don't have any questions. If you do have a question, put a big Q or a red question mark so I can see it. And oh, Debbie has all her Santas going. All right. I'm trying to keep the November theme going with the fall leaves, but you're right. A lot of my friends are posting pictures of their Christmas trees. My Christmas tree does not come out till after Thanksgiving. Now, my Christmas decorations start to come out early because it takes so long to decorate. But anyways, I am rambling. Oh, Limerick, Ireland. Hello, Catherine. Oh, I love your name. Catherine O'Donnell Quinlivan. I don't know how to say it. Sorry. I just love that you guys are showing up this morning. All right, let's do this. So a split panel card, so easy. I'm going to be putting measurements up while I do this. Remember, all of the measurements are on my blog, creatingwithkristina.com. If they're not up right away, they will be up there eventually. But until then, I am going to list them at the bottom of the screen here. So if you're watching the replay, you can pause and write it down. If you're watching it live, it'll probably be up there long enough for you to jot it down. So if you have note paper and pencil, I would get it out so you can jot down the measurements. All right, so for this is called a split panel card. So how it works, see how it's split? This piece here is hanging on by this piece here, a connector piece. Really simple card. All right, that's just the base. Here is the one I did with the cute little squirrel, Nuts About You squirrel, and the Hello Harvest paper. Okay, so that's fun. we're going to be using the, what paper is this? I always forget. Hold on. Boughs of Holly. Boughs of Holly. I have almost the entire pack still of Boughs of Holly because the stamp set and dies went on back order. And by the time they came back in, it's like, I have enough Christmas stuff. I really don't need any more Christmas stuff, but I still have the paper and I want to use up the paper. So I'm using the paper. My paper is cut up by 6 by 6 because I do a paper share at the beginning of the year. And so I always have all my paper cut up and so that I can share it. But anyways, that's why I'm starting with this funny size. Anyways, here we go. First of all, the base. Let's do this. So our base, we're going to be doing this step by step together. So cutting all the pieces out together. I haven't pre-cut anything. I did make the card so you could see it, but we're going to do this. So first of all, we're just going to take an 8.5 by 11 and cut it right in half down the center at 4 1/4. All right. This is for another card later or scrap paper later. This piece, however, we are going to rotate it. We're going to cut it at 2 3/4. So just cut that off. Okay, that's the bottom part of my card, my bottom panel. Then this is that center piece, and this piece you can put away and use as a scrap for later. Oops, this is one tool. There we go. So this piece we don't need. This, now switch blades. You don't want the cutting blade. You want the scoring blade, and you want to score at 5 1/2. All right. So it's a standard size card. Okay. If you accidentally cut it, no biggie. Either start over or tape it together. I don't know. That's the one thing about our trimmer. It is a dual trimmer. It has a cutting blade and a scoring blade, which is great having it together in one tool. However, sometimes you forget. So just be wary that you score and cut at the appropriate sections. All right, got that. Whoop, nope, we still need this because we need the DSP. All right, let's move to the next thing at the bottom, and this is the connecting panel. All right, so let me pull the card out again. So far we have this gray piece is right here, and then this gray piece is right here. Okay, so that goes together like that. But we need this connector panel. Now, you can either do where I have this, I'm going to pull that up. I use designer paper here, okay? And you can either use that. Now, it is a little kind of flimsy right there in the middle, but it's still strong enough to hold it. Or you can use cardstock, whatever. But this is your connector piece. And I have decided I am going to use the evergreen. So I need this extra piece that makes an extra card. I am going to make my connector panel out of cardstock this time instead of DSP. And my connecting panel is 4 1/4 by 2 1/4. So it's already 4 1/4. Let me pull this out of the way so y'all can see what I am doing here. You know what? Let's zoom. Come on, zoom. Why are you not zooming? There we go. Whew. Okay, zoom so you all can see better. There we go. Because I have those banners on there and I don't like that I get up there and you can't see it. All right, this is already 4 1/4, so I just need 2 1/4 here. All right, now I'll leave this for something else later. And we have this piece. So now our card looks like this. We have this piece, and this piece. And we're going to glue it all together. All right, but we're going to put a DSP on it first. So we need to cut our DSP. Now, the DSP right here, we are going to cut these. Okay, let me see if I can point. These two right here are for the top and bottom of the card. This is the connector panel piece right here. All right, so I'm using this for my connector panel. I need 2 inches by 4 inches. There we go. So that is going to go on that piece just like that. Okay, put that to the side. Then I'm going to switch papers here. Okay, this is my top and my bottom. It's a little bright red on the back. I wanted to kind of stay with the soft greens. And then it can either be this way or this way. I'm trying to think, do I want it this way? I like that. I like how the sprigs are kind of going to the side. Or we could have, yeah, the sprigs kind of, yeah, this. All right, so we're going to do it this way. And so I'm coming back to this section right here, this piece right here. This is for the top and the bottom. So we're going to go at 4 inches. They're both 4 inches across because the card is 4 1/4. So I can do 4 inches. All right. And then I'm going to turn it, and I need 2 1/2. And I need 1 1/4. Okay. All right, now that I've got all my pieces cut out, whoops, come here. Ah, that goes over there. That goes over there. This is all scrap, scrap, scrap. All right, let me get the cutter out of the way. And get out my trusty glue. All right, I've got this, 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 and this. All right, so we've got all our pieces. There we are. Yay! Now, remember, if you didn't get a chance to write all that down, there we go. All the measurements are on my blog later today. Okay, let me go back to the comments. It says I have 34 new comments. So let me zoom through here real quick, make sure I didn't get any questions. All right. Debbie, good morning. Good morning from Germany. Hello, Andrea from Germany. Love it. Okay, I'm not seeing any questions. Whew, lots of comments. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, I could read all morning. Okay, that's it. Let's put this together. So first, I'm going to put the DSP on the top of the card and the bottom panel like that. All right, so we're going to do that first. So how many of you live down here in the south of the United States, from Texas to Florida? We have humongous storms coming in today. A huge cold front is coming out of the northwest and is crashing into all that warm, moist, humid air from the past hurricanes. And we are going to have a doozy. We're going to get tornadoes. We're going to get hail. We're going to get all kinds of goodies today. Now, I might not. I live a little north of Dallas. I might miss the severe part, but my brother, who lives over near Texarkana, which is the corner of Texas and Arkansas, he lives in a little town called Mount Pleasant. I'm sorry, Mount Vernon. Mount Pleasant's right next to Mount Vernon. Anyways, they are for sure going to be getting tornadoes and hail later today. So keep prayers for all of our people who are going to get caught in this nasty storm. Nasty, nasty storm. And the weatherman was saying that this is what November was going to be like all month. We're going to just have good weather, bad weather, good weather, bad weather. Because believe me, we had some great weather. I have been doing my walking outside. I've been trying to get 10,000 steps a day, and it's been so nice. And of course, later this week, it's going to be super nice. It's only going to get in the low 70s all week. I love it. Okay, so this is our card. Now we need to connect this and this. This is a trick. Don't get any adhesive in the middle, all right? So what I do is I start with these two pieces, okay? And I put glue just at the bottom, all right, just at the bottom. And then I go in about a 1/2 inch from the corner here. Doesn't have to be exact, just a guess. If you want to be exact, get your grid paper out and kind of measure it, but I'm not into exacts. All right, there we go. And now this piece, you just want a little bit of glue, but you want it right at the top there, okay? And you don't want it to squish out, so don't get too much. And now lay your card down. Line up the corners down here. Okay. So I'm lining this bottom panel piece at the bottom of that piece, and now I'm just going to press that down and hold it for a minute. And we have what's called a split panel card. Isn't that fun? I love it. Now the fun part to decorate. All right. So like I said, I did not get Boughs of Holly stamp set, but I do have, which matches perfectly, Merriest Moments. This was from last year. It's still available. It's got some great sentiments, and then you can make your own poinsettias and leaves. It's got all the dies to cut everything out. So I'm going to be using that. Now my poinsettia, however, I fussy cut. I fussy cut from the paper. Let me see if I can find the paper that I fussy cut it from. Here it is. So this piece right here, this beautiful gray on the back. And then, okay, this is just the opposite. These are the same, but they're opposite. Okay. Okay. So I fussy cut that, and that is just going to go right there. And what that's going to do is cover up some of this back of the card, because when you put your inside piece in, let me go ahead and do that. And you want to write a message, you don't really want to see the message come through the card. And that's kind of one of the tricks of this card, is being able to write a message that doesn't show. Okay. Now, whew, come on. All right. It's being ornery. There we go. So we're just going to put this right here. And this is 4 by 5 1/4, the inside piece. All right. Now, see that right there? When you write, if you write a nice message, or if you stamp a sentiment and it gets in this area, you want to be able to cover that up. So that is what this little one is for. And I'm just going to put it like, oh, I don't know, like that, like that. I'm trying to decide. Well, I don't want it hanging off too much. So let's get the spray part over here so it holds. So I have enough to hold it onto. Okay, and we're going to pop it up on dimensionals. So I want to make sure I only get dimensionals on this side. There we go. Let's see if I can get one more. Nope, that's good enough. Because you definitely don't want it stuck so it won't seal the card shut. That's the trick of it, putting things that overlap that on your card like this. Okay, so there. Now when you write your message, you still may see a little bit, but it covers it up pretty good. Okay, or like on my thank you card here, I took a circle. Okay, if you don't want to do fussy cutting or creating intricate focal images, you can just cut a circle out and stamp it. That's easy too. All right, we need one last thing, and that's the sentiment. All right, and I'm looking at my choices. I got Season's Greetings. That would be pretty right there. Oh, the word joy. Joy. Oh, joy. A joyful Christmas to you. Season's Greetings. I really like joy. All right, so it looks like you, but it's joy. Okay. Blocks. Here we go. Whoops. Oh, that got caught. Scrap paper. Oh, are we having fun yet? How are we doing? Awesome. Hey. Okay, I don't see any questions yet. I like just quickly going through, making sure I haven't missed anything. All right, good deal. Let's see. We need a color. Let's go with the real red. I don't have enough red on this card yet. My real red ink. Alrighty. And oh gosh, that's so nice, clean. And then my favorite things to cut sentiments out with, my stylish shapes. Let's see what we've got here. Just do it. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Get a piece of washi tape to hold it in place while it goes through the machine. And now, card making. I have, if you did not get your email for this month's card kit by mail, it is ready. I sent out an email. I have it on my blog. No, I don't have it on my blog. I have it on my Facebook. I have been announcing it on Facebook, but mostly it's email. If you are not on my email list, you will want to get there, because that is where all the information goes. And now I can't decide where I want joy. I think I want it right there. Yeah. And I'll pop it up on dimensionals. But here are the cards real quick for the card kit by mail. And if you want information on how to order this card kit by mail, just message me and I will send you a link. Let me put my email up real quick. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so card kits by mail. Don't forget to message me if you want information on that. Unless you get my email already, then you should have seen the email that had the information. All right, we are finished with this split panel card. I hope you all enjoyed this one. Like I said, the dimensions will be, the measurements, instructions will all be on the blog later today. There we go, just like that. And of course, you can add some ribbons, some bling, whatever you want. So I have this one, and where's my cute squirrel one? And I made this cute squirrel one. So these two front panel, split panel cards. All right. You all have a blessed weekend. Please stay safe. That weather is nasty that's coming down the pike. I don't want any of you reporting that we have anyone injured on Monday. I will be back Monday night. Remember, I do Monday night stamping while the men are watching Monday Night Football. And let's see, what will I be doing? Oh, I'm putting together the latest Ho 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 paper pumpkin kit. That's what I'm going to be doing Monday night and showing you some alternatives. So I hope I'll see you there. You all have, like I say, a blessed weekend. Thank you so much, so much, so much. Okay. One more time. Make sure I didn't miss any questions. Awesome. Bye-bye, you guys. Love ya.